Welcome to Gene and Mike to the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Thursday, August 14th, 2025. Okay. Did you enjoy this crossword?
I did.
A lot?
Well, yes.
Good.
Did you enjoy it a lot?
Of course, because of the theme.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of the show.
Me too.
I play it every night on my phone.
Oh, do you really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I usually get slaughtered by other people with very suspiciously made-up names, but I do. So let's not keep our listeners in any more suspense. Let's talk about the theme.
Jeopardy. It was all about Got it. Okay.
Bravo.
Yes.
Now we're, of course, going to get sued by Ken Jennings, probably.
Oh, I hope not.
Or maybe he'll invite us on the show.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
I think I would do very badly on Jeopardy.
I think most normal human beings would. But if I'm allowed to wear an AirPod, and if I'm allowed to have ChatGPT listening in, I think I could ace it.
No. I mean, I can get the answers, but I can't get them quick. I can't get them fast.
Right.
And you have to be fast. I think you have to be very fast.
You just need lots of caffeine. You do fine.
So anyway, yes, the theme of this puzzle was Jeopardy, and the answer to 62 across was in jeopardy. The clue was at risk, or where one might hear the clue and answer pairs in the themed clues, and there were, 5 of them? And the answer there was in jeopardy. So the clues for these themed answers were quite long, and they were in brackets. Parts of them were in brackets, and the part that was in brackets would be what the contestant would say in order to get the clue. So, which was the answer, and then the answer was the question in the crossword puzzle. So 23 across was the first one. And in brackets it says, let's go with nicknames the same for $400. And then the clue was Bruce Springsteen, Lance Armstrong, and Melissa McCarthy in a 2016 comedy. And the answer to that was, who's the boss? So you know, if you know anything about Jeopardy, you get the answer and you have to respond with the question.
Right, in the form of a question, yes.
Yes, in the form of a question. So that's exactly what this puzzle was. In the clue, you got the answer, and so then you had to make your answer the puzzle in the form of a question. So, okay, the next one was 39 across. Give me the Academy for $600. So that's what the contestant would say. And then the answer they got would be, this was only the second animated film to be nominated for Best Picture after Beauty and the Beast. And so the answer in the crossword had to be in the form of a question. And so the question was, what's up?
Yep.
Because Up was the movie that was nominated.
Definitely deserved it.
And the interesting thing about these answers were not just that, they were sort of in the Jeopardy genre, but they were common phrases like, who's the boss? What's up? We had who's who for 41 across, which was, he was on first base per Abbott and Costello. So that was, who's on first. And then we had what's the tea for the last one, which was actually the clue said, where is it here? This piece by Impressionist Mary Cassat shows 2 women enjoying a drink. And so the answer in the form of a question was, what's the tea?
Right. And there was one other one, it was 17 across. To sort of get...
Which one?
17 across.
Oh, yeah, 17 across was, I'll take tennis for 200, Ken. And the answer was, it means nothing. So the question, which was what you had to fill into the puzzle, was, what is love? Since the category was tennis, love in tennis means nothing.
Of course. Right.
So,
Yes.
so anyway, yeah, it's very clever and a lot of fun to solve.
Right. And they did have one more theme related clue, 57 down. Trebek, who once hosted this puzzle's theme, Alex.
That's right, Alex Trebek.
Yeah. I guess they didn't have Ken in the grid, but they did have him in the clues.
Right.
So.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, I thought this is a great crossword. It is the third crossword by Jean Louise de Vera, who's done a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday now. So quite the range there. I was delighted with one across. Molecule that stores energy in the body, in brief. Finally, my biochemistry class comes in handy. ATP, adenosine triphosphate.
Very good.
Yes, I can remember that from, I don't know when I took that course. It's been a while. But I think ATP still is functioning well.
Very good.
The P was part of 3 down, or started off 3 down. Result of a scandal going viral, in brief, was PR disaster.
Right.
And it just seems that that happens so frequently these days. I figure if you're like a student studying media communications or something like that, they must have a course in that.
Well,
they ought to at least have a course how to handle PR disasters.
Particularly in the political realm, because we've seen major faux pas of various people who are in elective office.
Well, I mean, politicians, CEOs, anybody who's famous, right, could have a PR disaster.
They could, but yeah, you're right.
And
we've
then
seen quite a few as of late.
Let's see, we had 6 down, the rather... I don't know if we should have a warning for this one or not. Human to a robot, meat bag.
Yes.
Yeah. I bet AI thinks the same thing.
Yes, I was reading the wordplay where this got lots of kudos. They all really like this puzzle, but somebody actually asked ChatGPT, "Do you think I'm a meat bag?" So
I bet it had a great answer.
Well, you have to look it up.
Okay. Well, we have ChatGPT right here. We can make our own inquiries, but let's not. We'll keep this AI free for the moment. Let's see. 15 across was City on the Nile, or a punny end of the joke. When a tight-knit group of cygnets vote, they vote as one. As one.
Yeah. Great pun there.
Yeah. And I do remember the Aswan Dam, so that sort of helped me there.
Yep.
What did you put for 21 across? Cookie holder.
21 across? Well, at first I put jar.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's where you put cookies in.
But a tin makes sense too.
Sure.
Cookie tin. 29 across.
Oh, I knew you'd like that one.
Caused a lot of consternation in wordplay.
What?
29 across was, the clue was over yonder. And the answer was thar, Thar.
I think you need more of a pirate accent to that.
Thar. Or sort
there
of
we go.
hillbilly.
Okay.
Thar. What's going on thar? But anyway, many people were like, they didn't like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they the same people who didn't like meatbag, or was it a different group?
No. They felt like if it was going to be thar, then you needed to have some more animation in the clue.
Some more animation?
Like over yonder, you should have maybe had a word in there that wasn't really a word, like or yonder. Sorry, something like that, So then you would know that you're not asking for a real word, you're asking for thar.
Everyone knows the answer to over yonder is thar. I mean, that's just common. They learn that in elementary school, at least if they went to pirate school like I did. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
I totally disagree.
The other one that caused much consternation was 48 down. 48 down, which was LaRoupe.
LaRoupe?
And the answer was WAP.
Yes.
And many people are like, that's not even a word. And others would say, obviously, you've never read comic books. That's a word, WAP.
Oh, I thought they were complaining about LaRoupe. Because
No,
I
no.
certainly
They
recognize the word wow.
They knew that was a word, and they knew what it meant. And
Really?
the answer was whip, not whap.
I do not believe I have seen the word larrup before.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to boast, but I can remember every word I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
And I've not seen larrup up until now.
Yeah, yeah. No one was complaining about larrup.
Did you know larrup?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But the answer to that being whap was like, no.
Listeners, how many of you knew larrup? Drop us a line, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com.
Well,
We're trying to coordinate.
How many of you first guessed it was whap? That would be even more.
Well, you'd have to know what larrup meant, which apparently is to hit something.
Yes, right.
Because I looked at it and my brain was like, sounds like lariat. That was as close as I could get to a word. So.
Well, I put whip because I kind of thought larrup meant like to hit something. So I put whip. But then that made 60 across wrong. And they complained about this one too. Guile. That was the clue for 60 across. And the answer was art.
Yeah.
They were like, how is guile art?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
These people need to chill.
Well, they didn't see guile as art. And I had to kind of agree. I actually looked that up after I got the puzzle done, and I put guile relation to art, and there was like no relation to art except a couple of artists that were named Guile.
Are you familiar with the Artful Dodger in Charles Dickens, right? He wasn't artful because he went around painting things. He was artful because he was sly.
Yeah.
I mean, so the word works.
Well, it does, but it's just not a very common definition at all.
It's a Thursday crossword. We're getting towards the tougher part of the week. Yeah, I mean,
there were many discussions about how guile is art and art is guile, and some people even put in links to Merriam-Webster and such, but people were saying, well, guile means slyness.
Yes.
And so are you saying that slyness is an art? Well, then you can say anything that any skill you had is an art.
Not that it is an art. There is a meaning of art that sort of suggests slyness. There's an art to doing this.
Well, you could say that about. Can you say that about anything?
Hang on. So. Of course, the trouble is if you try and look up art on the internet, you immediately get to art news, which doesn't help very much.
But anyway, that was the discussion on wordplay. And then there were some other kind of fun clues. 67 across. This isn't really fun, but sea inlet surrounded by steep cliffs, and that answer to that was fjord. Yeah, which is just a fun word to say. Yes. Fjord.
Yeah, just because that J is there being very quiet. I liked we had 36 across. That was muscle and bone dock. I panicked and went for osteo.
Oh no. Ortho.
Which I tend to do a lot, I realize now, but it was ortho.
Yeah, you're into the ODs there.
And close to that, we had 42 down. Terrifying sound for a field mouse. I had it starting with an H, and I went for hiss.
Oh.
I figured like if a cat is after a field mouse, but it was hoot, because they were more concerned with the old barn owl.
Right.
We had the amusing... let's see if I can find it here. 43 across. The Supreme Court justices collectively, no net.
Yep.
I just envision them somehow, you've got a trio, you've got a duo, you've got a no net. I just envision them in some sort of a musical.
Oh.
I think they should get together and
sing,
yes.
Well, the no nets.
Yeah, instead of reading their decisions, they should sing them.
It does sound kind of like an old 50s, like John Roberts and the Nonettes.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Their reputation is sort of in the tank right now. I think if they just took a few weeks off, went to Broadway, whipped out a performance or two. Speaking of performance or two, we had 13 down, and 13 down was Man and Superman playwright Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. I thought that Marvel came out of, or rather, Superman came out of DC Comics.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, George Bernard Shaw, beat them to the punch by probably 100 years. I don't know, something like that. So I looked up the discussion of it on Wikipedia, and it was indeed a 4-act drama written in 1903, and it was apparently based on the Don Juan theme. What I found quite interesting was the long third act of the play, which shows Don Juan himself having a conversation with several characters in hell, is often cut. The entire act.
Wow.
And he says, paradoxically, the act is both extraneous and central to the drama which surrounds it. It can be dispensed with, and usually is, on grounds that it is just too long to include in an already full-length play. Boy, if I was George Bernard Shaw, I would be coming back from the dead to, haunt these people. Just like, you think you can't say Macbeth? Don't you dare say Man and Superman, and don't you dare leave off my third act. Anyways, the summary from or this quote from Charles A. Burst ends, "The play performs well without it." Well, nobody plays, you could just say, you know what, just take that random act in the middle of the play and get rid of it.
I don't know.
They wouldn't do it with Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, just sort of thought that was an interesting tidbit there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I ended up around, because I did have some trouble with this, 49 across. That I think because I had hiss in there at some point, and various difficulties, but 49 across was Gaz brand with a torch in its logo. Mm-hmm. I spelled it as Amico, and let me actually provide the letters that represent a spelling, AMACO.
Oh, no, it's Amico, American Motor
Corporation or something? Or company. But I hear it as Amico.
Yeah, people say it as Amico, right, but it's Amoco.
See, I was trying to sound it out.
Mm-hmm.
Always a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had sort of a few difficulties there that I had to work through. And then 50 down, when repeated, a dance. What did you go for?
Cha.
Really?
Cha-cha.
I went for can.
Oh.
I thought about the can.
Yeah, yep, that would work too.
Yep.
But no,
not today, because it was cha-cha.
Uh-huh.
And then I thought 61 across was good. Key ring, ? Atoll.
Yep, that was a good clue.
Yes. Lots of good stuff happening here.
Mm-hmm.
In one last one, 63 down, I knew this was correct until it wasn't. Lead into meter. And I had it starting with an O, and I thought, it's ohm meter.
Oh, ohm meter.
But maybe that was a little bit too techie.
Yep.
The people at Wordplay were already upset. We don't need to be throwing ohm meters into the mix. It was odo, as in odometer.
As odometer. Although, we have had ohm in crosswords.
Yes.
Quite often.
And that's what led me to think that was the answer. But,
but no, odometer.
'Twas not the case.
Yep.
Okay, I lied. One last one. 47 across, doubled or tripled say. It was 4 letters. The middle 2 letters were R and E. And I thought, Oreo. You can have like a double stack, and maybe you could have a triple stack. I didn't know about triple stack, but you can definitely have a double stack Oreo, right?
Double stuff.
Well, it's doubled. It's doubled the stuff. And so I went for Oreo, but it turned out... I
can't even imagine a triple stuffed Oreo.
Oh, Nabisco's probably working on it as we speak.
Double stuff is just a little overwhelming to me, but triple stuff, oh my gosh.
Wait till you see the skyscraper of Oreos.
Just make yourself a big bowl of frosting and eat it.
Legos is going to be in trouble because Oreos is going to start thinking, hey, we could put our Oreos together too. They're going to start coming up with these little bumps. You're going to be able to snap your Oreos together and make forget double and triple. They're going to be like skyscrapers of Oreos.
Oh my.
Basically, you'll take a whole sleeve of Oreos and imagine them connected. Yes. All right. Now, if anyone from Nabisco is listening, I would like some royalty rights on that idea.
Okay.
All right. But in any event, the answer was GRU. Doubled or tripled say was GRU. That makes more sense.
Yes, much.
All right. And I think that is it for today.
I think so.
So thanks everyone for listening. We are looking forward to Friday's crossword, which
Won't
will
be long.
probably be theme-free.
Mm-hmm.
So expect no rebuses in tomorrow's crosswords. That is my prediction.
Nope.
I'm also predicting a sunrise tomorrow.
Well,
Just
very
to be
good.
just to be clear. And as always, drop us a line, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com, or click on the send fan mail link. And we will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of that aforementioned Friday's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.